these puzzles are interesting because they're not, I'm expecting them to be really tricky, and they seem surprisingly like it's like more of the obvious move, whereas I'm expecting it to be a tricky move. Okay, there's an article by Tarjay Svensson, and it says, in a new study, researchers at Google DeepMind have created an AI system capable of generating creative chess puzzles, some of which impressed experts in chess compositions. The 75-page study titled Generative Chess Puzzles was led by Google's DeepMind and assisted by the University of Oxford and Mila, the University of Montreal. It investigates whether AI can demonstrate a genuine sense of creativity in chess, producing puzzles that are aesthetically pleasing, surprising, and counterintuitive, rather than merely mechanical combinations. While generative AI rapidly advances in various domains, generating truly creative, aesthetic, and counterintuitive outputs remains a challenge, the author writes. The AI system was trained on 4 million puzzles from Lichess using large neural networks. The models were later refined using reinforced learning with a reward function designed to favor puzzles that were both unique, requiring only one winning move, and counterintuitive, solvable by strong engines but not weak ones. I am not one of the GMs. For anybody who's asking about this topic, I am not. Now, I will tell you guys that approximately 2.5 years, I think it was 2.5 years ago now, in May of 2023, I was actually approached by Google DeepMind. They were basically trying to figure out if there are patterns in various chess positions. So like they gave me this set of like, it was a starter set of like 9 puzzles, and whether I could like see if there was some like something very specific to the position that made it one way or another. Ultimately, nothing really came out of that, but Google DeepMind has been trying to do things for a long time as it relates to chess. Okay, so it says a selection of puzzles was presented and reviewed by a team of renowned experts, GM Matthew Sadler, GM Jonathan Levitt, and FIDE master Amatsia Avni. I am in chess compositions. Their separate 39-page conclusion is also available. Now, we're not going to read a 39-page paper right now. That's not the scope of this, but let's keep going with the article. The panel was asked to select their favorite puzzles and explain what made them appealing, considering factors such as creativity, challenge level, and aesthetic design. Opinions among the experts varied, particularly on how to define a compelling puzzle, but their feedback was generally positive. They also pointed out some criticism, in particular positions that were too trivial or unrealistic. Lichess has 4 million puzzles. It might have 4 million puzzles, I'm not sure. Levitt described the project as a pioneering step, saying this nature of collaboration is evolving, with Alno, which I assume is like whatever they're using instead of Alpha Zero, capable of generating interesting chess positions beyond just mining databases. The positions in this booklet represent a pioneering step in this human AI partnership. While these initial AI generated endgame compositions are not yet a prize winning level, they clearly demonstrate potential to be. Okay, so one puzzle that impressed all the experts was this one, white to play and move. Now I'm gonna look at this, or I should see. It doesn't say the move. The winning move was described as unorthodox by all experts and by no means natural or featuring an obvious sacrifice. The move starts the attack by giving up both rooks at once. Okay, well, okay, so let's think about this. That actually is a slight hint, but that doesn't really say a whole lot about it. Okay, so let's think about this. In this position, what moves make sense? So rook f8 doesn't look correct. Or wait, rook f8, queen a2, d5, and you have nothing. Okay, if you play queen a2 right away, why is queen a2 not just winning? Wait, after queen a2, what is black's move? Queen a2, d5, you go rook g7, takes queen a7. Wait a second, wait a second, is this too easy or am I stupid? Let me think about this. Wait a second, so queen a2, d5 is 4, so queen a2, d5. Now if you go rook g7, king g7, king g7, queen a7, king g8, queen f7, king h8, rook f5, queen d4, king f3, queen e4, king g3, rook g8, not so obvious. Okay, so queen a2, d5. I'm almost certain it's queen a2. But queen a2 is not an obvious move either. Queen a2 is actually a super obvious move that any human will consider. So let's think about this. It's not queen a2. Another move you could play is queen to e3, which also probably is fine. Queen e3, rook e8, not so obvious. So queen a2, d5, rook g7 takes, rook g6 takes, g6 takes, queen a7. Actually, wait, why is that not the solution? Wait, so queen a2. Wait, why is that not the solution? Queen a2, d5, rook g6. Rook g6, there's king f7. Okay, so maybe it's not so easy. Let me think about this. Yeah, the text kind of gives it away. I mean, it says you sack both rooks. I understand you sack both rooks. I'm well aware of that. Oh wait, actually no, wait, you played the other order. No, I'm an idiot. It's just no, wait, it's wait, am I wait, no, I'm wait a second. So if you go rook g6 takes queen a1, that's winning. If you go rook g6 king f7 queen a1, isn't that just winning? Actually, I'm an idiot. No, it's not queen a1. It's rook g6, it's rook g6 h6 queen a1, and if rook g6 king f7, you play queen a1 anyway and it wins. Actually, wait, I'm pretty sure it's rook g6, right? And queen a1. I didn't know you could play through it, by the way. Yeah, and then, or wait, slow down. No, it's here. What am I doing? I'm not paying attention. All right, let's keep going. Okay, the following puzzle, and I'm not going to scroll down now. I'm not going to scroll down and read. The following puzzle highlighted by Abney. Let's be serious for a second. No nonsense. Okay, so this is black to play and win. They're difficult for even a strong player to win. Yeah, no, I'm not paying attention. One second. Let me be serious. Okay, these are difficult for even strong players. Now the problem with saying strong players, however, is the people who did these studies are not actually like 2700 GMs, to be fair. So let's see what the moves are. Okay, so what are the options here for blacks? Blacks play and win. White has obvious threats. 10 minutes on 1000 elo puzzle. I didn't spend 10 minutes, but let's focus. Okay, so this blacks play and win. Blacks play and win. Okay, so white has no actual knight h8 is probably enough to draw the game, right? Knight h8 and knight e5 are both draws, so you have to do something immediately. Queen b1 is the obvious human move. Queen b1, king d2. I don't want to play the move though, because if you play the move, then you're just going through the whole puzzle. So queen b1, king d2, e3 takes, bishop d4, king f3, queen b3 check, king g4, bishop f5, king h5, king f3, queen b3, king g4. Not so obvious. Okay, so check, king e3, queen b3. This is not a 1000 elo puzzle, by the way, just to be clear. Let's see. Okay, so if it's not queen b1, are there any other moves? Queen b4 makes no sense. Moving the rook away doesn't really make a lot of sense. You move the rook away, there's always a draw. So it has to be queen b1 or bishop c3 or rook e2. Rook e2. Actually, what's wrong with rook e2? Rook e2 check, king f2 check. That's just rook e3. Bishop f5 at the very least should be winning. So rook e2, king e2, queen b2, king d1, queen b1, king d2, e3, king e3, bishop d4, king d2, queen b2, king d1, bishop f5 maybe is winning. You have to wait for lead chess to get more depth. Okay, I'm trying to solve this puzzle because when you make the move, like I'm trying to solve this puzzle, but I also don't want to waste all day because we don't have forever. I'm pretty sure that it's rook takes e2. Let's see. I'm pretty sure it's rook e2. I haven't worked it out, but I'm pretty sure this is correct. No, it's wrong. This is this. Oh wow. Okay, so both those moves are wrong. So it's e3. Interesting. Actually, wait a second. It's none of those moves. Wait, I played bishop c3. I played queen b1. I played e3. Played rook e2. Is it just bishop f5? No. Wait, this is actually funny. I mean, I'm obviously not being super serious. I'm going too fast, but it's not queen b1. It's not bishop c3. It's not e3. It's not rook e2. Wait a second. What am I missing? There's a bishop h. Can't be bishop h4. Wait a second. It can't be rook d1 because white just takes, right? No, rook d1, white just takes with the bishop. Is this someone in chat said it? I'll play it. It's not rook d1. Yeah, it's not rook d1. What move am I missing here? I mean, is queen, no, queen b4, there's queen c7 and you lose the game. Wait, I'm actually feeling kind of crazy. This seems kind of crazy. Bishop d4. Nope. Nope. It's not bishop d4, bishop h4. This is actually surprising. I played bishop f5 already, right? Yeah, I did play that. So I've played all the bishop moves. I played rook e2 and rook d1. Bishop c3 I tried. It's it. Wait, I thought I tried bishop c. Wait, I thought bishop c3 was like the second move I tried. Oh, did I? I'm losing my. I thought bishop c3 was the second move that I tried after e3. Oh, okay. And that, I mean, I would have played the move if I had realized I hadn't already tried it. I thought after e3 and rook e2 I'd played bishop c3. Never mind. I didn't try. Okay, let's focus. Okay. So I thought that was the third move that I tried. That wasn't. Okay, so king f8 doesn't work. King e7 doesn't work. King f6 is the only move. Only move. You have to take. You have to take. And it goes on. And now you have many ways probably to win here. But is rook a2 the cleanest? Actually, what is the way to win here? King e3 doesn't win. I'm guessing it's rook a2. And then bishop e5 maybe? I'm guessing it's wrong. Wait, can you go e3? Wait a second. Can you go e3? No. Wait a second. Wait a second. Let me look at this with the engine. Wait a second. This is not winning. Rook a2 is the top computer line, by the way. Rook a2 is the top computer line. Rook a2 and e3 are the top two computer lines. I'll change my scene so you guys can see it. Is this the right scene? This is the right scene. Why can't you see it? Yeah, okay. Very poor, by the way. Yeah, you can see it, right? Okay, so it looks messed up, but computer says rook a2 and e3 are the top two moves. So actually, the analysis is a little bit shaky, by the way, because rook a2 is the first move I played, and it's actually the best move. So the article's kind of wrong for once. It's kind of wrong. Rook a2 is the top computer line. So yeah, the article's a little bit off. But let's get back to the article. Little bit off. Little bit off. Okay, so let's keep going. Okay, Levitt's example is one that could have gone from a real game. Okay, so this is white to play and win. Okay, this is white to play and win. So if you take, there's going to be dc3. This is some kind of long end game, although maybe you just ignore it and take the pawn on d4. I'm going to assume that as this is a puzzle, you take on d4 and you play b5. They're AI puzzles, of course they're bad. I mean, I don't know. In an endgame like that, it doesn't matter what the strength of the engine is. It's not going to get it wrong. So if you take b5 takes, king b5 c2, that's losing. So you can't take the knight, so you have to take the pawn. Do you take with the king or do you take with the c pawn? I'm assuming you take with the c pawn. I'm guessing. I mean, I don't really want to waste time on this, so I'm just going to assume this is correct. I assume you go b5 here, but there could be a bishop d1 or a bishop c6 trick as well. Well, I'm going to assume this is correct. No, it's wrong. Okay, so don't want to waste forever on these puzzles, so I'm going fast, which, by the way, you should never do. If I were being serious at this, by the way, I would not go fast. I would take time. But of course, we have bullet brawl coming up, so I don't want to waste forever. So it's not b5. Somehow this pawn is going to shield because it's a study. Bishop c6, knight f4, b5 takes, king b6. I mean, if it's not that, it must be this, right? No. Wow. That's this. No. For some reason, these puzzles are interesting because they're not. I'm expecting them to be really tricky, and they seem surprisingly like it's like more of the obvious move, whereas I'm expecting it to be a tricky move. Like it's weird. Like I'm expecting it to be like really tricky, like most puzzles are, but instead it's like kind of some. It's more like it's weird. It's like more straightforward than I expect it to be. King c7 is definitely a move. King c7, bishop e6. Bishop c6 is fine. Bishop c6, knight f4, b5 takes a6. That's probably winning. Again, I hate like the bullet is slower today. Why the hour delay? That's because it starts in an hour. That's why. Because we're I'm gonna assume it's this, but it might be wrong. No, it's this. It is this one. Okay, and then it's like, then I guess you go king c7. No, just this. Oh, it's some kind of it's this pawn. It's because you can't create the L shape. That's, you can't create the L shape. You can't create the L shape. That's why. So now I get it. And if you go b5, takes a6, b4, a7, b5, knight b4, b6, f5, king 7, f4, b7. That should be winning. And it's b takes f5, moves f4, a6. So it's here. What? Wait, f5. Wait, f5 here, f4, a6, f3, a7, f2, a. Wait, what? Wait, wait, what? Takes f5 here, f4 here, f3 here, f2 here. Oh, the king gets all the way. Oh, the king gets all the way back. That's beautiful. The king gets all the way back. F5 here, f4 here, f3 here, king g3, a6, f2 here. Wait, what? Wait, f5, king b5. Or no, you just win in a queen and pawn endgame. Do you just win in the queen and pawn endgame? You just win it. Okay, you just create the queen and you go here, right? Wait, queen e4, queen f4, d3. Takes here. Stop distracting Hikaru with these bad questions. Exactly. I mean, queen g8 probably is winning also. Queen e4 is probably actually wrong. It's probably queen g8, queen h7. Takes, and you just win some long queen and pawn endgame, I'm guessing. Yeah, you win some long queen and pawn endgame. Okay, not terrible. Let's go to the last one. What is this? This one I'm gonna try to just get it right, so I'll take 5 minutes for this one. The key is extremely nice when a couple of those combination of things to achieve leaves an elegant impression. Okay, it's white to play and win. Okay, queen g8 is a very obvious threat. Queen g8, queen g8, queen g8. I mean, it's relatively not crazy hard. I'm going a little bit too fast, of course, but they aren't easy is what I would say. These are not easy. These are not like easy puzzles that like you should be able to solve in 1 minute. That I will say in general terms. Okay, so let's see. So you go rook d8 here. Rook d8, rook d8's mate. Rook d8, queen d8 takes is mate. So it's rook d8 for sure. Then there's bishop e3, king f1. I don't see any other moves. Queen g7 loses. Rook h5 can't be right. Rook h5 just doesn't look right. e8 queen looks wrong. Okay, so queen g8 loses. Queen f8 is no good. e8 is no good. Rook, I mean, the puzzles have been pretty straightforward. So if it's not rook d8, then I don't know what the point is. The thing is, after rook d8, bishop e3, king f1, check. Rook c2, king f3, rook f2, king e4, rook f4, king g4, rook g2, king e3, queen e5, king f2 should be winning. So rook d8, rook c1, king here, bishop e3, king e2, rook c2, king f3, rook f2, king e3. That should be winning. Oh, that's not the move I expected. Wait, so now if queen g8 you lose. Okay, I mean, or wait, actually this is tricky because if you take, there's rook f7 still. Actually, if you take and make a queen, there's rook f7. Maybe you make a knight here. I'm guessing you make a knight. Is it gonna let me under promote, or is it gonna auto? I don't know if it's gonna auto. Is it gonna auto queen? No, it won't. I think you take with it, you make a knight here. Yeah. And now you go here. And there we go. Oh, it's gonna make me play more moves here. Is this supposed to be a draw or something if you don't play the correct move? It's h3 or g3. It's asking for another move. I don't know if there's a difference between the moves. There's some difference between g3 and h3. I'm gonna guess on instinct it's g3, but I could be wrong. It is g3. Okay, it is g3. Wow, it is g3. So okay, DeepMind concluded the project marks a significant milestone in AI creativity. Our work demonstrates a significant advancement in this AI-driven generation of creative chess puzzles. The authors wrote, positions represent a pioneering step towards human AI partnership in chess competition. The experts found beautiful, counterintuitive, and original proof that creativity and beauty in chess remains deeply subjective. Now, I'm going to be honest. I actually like of these puzzles. I do like this first one. I think this first one is very creative. I mean, it isn't crazy hard, but I do like it. The second one and the third one are kind of a little bit weird. I'm honestly not a big fan of them, and actually this fourth one as well I'm not a big fan of, because like this is actually not difficult. Like rook d8 is the only move that can be played here, and knight is the only move that can be played here. So one of the puzzles I like, the other three honestly I'm not crazy about. They take time to solve, and of course, as you saw when I was going fast, I didn't come close to solving them. But when I look at these puzzles, only the first one actually strikes me as having real creativity. So this first one definitely is creativity. I actually like the first one. The other three are kind of like, this fourth one specifically is way too straightforward. Like rook d8's the only move. This third one was actually has some, this third one actually, to be fair, this third one actually is also good. This third one's also good. The second one I think is a little bit silly. I mean, mind you, I somehow I didn't guess bishop c3. King takes d5 is actually a top engine move when I put it at biggest depth and let it run, so the article is not wrong. Maybe I would say for me, I really like the first one, and I actually really like this third one. This third one here with the bishop and the knight. I like both these puzzles. I like both these puzzles. 2 and 4 were not great, I would say, but it's still something that they're trying to do. It's interesting. I don't know if I would go so far as to say it's like significant milestone, because I do think if I took 5 minutes, I probably would solve them relatively easily. Like this one, for some reason, this one, for some reason, I thought I'd already played bishop c3, and it's just I hadn't. So yeah, I would say it's interesting. I don't know about significant yet, but if the puzzles improve, I would not be shocked if you do see this program making puzzles that are actually like really, really solid and really, really good down the road, that are very, very hard to solve. But maybe actually one last thing I noticed, somebody said that the correct move was king takes e5 at deep depth. So maybe that point about weaker engines versus strong engines is true. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's true. I'm not sure. But anyway, that's what it is. So that was actually a pretty good article, and I do like it quite a bit. So